Hi friends, my name is Paige.
I'm Morgan.
And this is
Girl Manufactured.
Listen or cringe along with us as we look back at music from the it girls, wannabes, and victims of the tween idol industrial complex.
Which icons broke the mold, and which sitcom starlets turned forgotten pop stars still deserve their flowers. Today we're covering
a girl manufactured blueprint, Avril Lavigne.
Or as my dad would annoyingly say, Avril Lavigne.
On purpose?
He thinks
that's
he's
such dad
so
humor.
funny.
It's such dad humor.
Oh, wait, we weren't supposed to give that away.
The Lavigne?
Yeah, because we're going to say about the...
No, it's okay. Keep this in. Keep this in.
going.
We were trying to be cute. But what we were going to say is we haven't been dead.
Yes. We're very much alive. We've been enjoying our summer. I was like, listen, I just need a break. Podcasting, it's like a perfect cold weather, hobby. Because in the summertime, I have all my outdoor hobbies. So
yeah, we're a week after Labor Day as of recording this. But back to the point, we're very much alive. The whole joke was going to be that Avril Lavigne...
That there are no rumors about dying and having a body
I did not
double.
remember that rumor. Wait, maybe I did.
I can't believe you didn't know it.
Did I know about the rumor? You said the name of the
Melissa.
Melissa what?
I don't know. We don't know
the name of... No.
I don't know her last name.
I wonder where she is now.
So the reason why we decided to do this episode was earlier this year, Avril Lavigne had announced her greatest hits tour, and we were like, we gotta go. So I saw Avril Lavigne during her The Best Damn Thing Ever era.
Jealous.
When she went on the best damn tour ever. So I saw her then, incredible. She played the drums, guitar, and I was like, I gotta see her again. See her do the greatest hits. And Paige,
this is my first time
how
ever
was
seeing
it?
her. Oh, she was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, she was so full of life.
Yeah, people say she's a vampire.
Yeah. Oh my god, I could see that. She needs to make a guest appearance in What We Do in the Shadows, like other celebrities have.
Yeah.
She hasn't yet, right? She should. Come on.
Vampire boy.
Who's that?
Instead of skater boy.
Oh man. He was the vampire boy.
Yeah. But no, she was incredible.
Her vocals are still stellar.
So, greatest hits concert. We wanted to go, and then we started discussing how so many Disney stars and Nickelodeon stars have borrowed from Avril Lavigne, whether it's her look, with the ties and more of the boyish kind of style, whether it's their sound, just whether it's their weird, funny, quirky attitude.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I noted was Disney would not have taken a chance on Ali and AJ's sound if it weren't for Avril Lavigne.
Yes.
And we love them. Also,
love Ali and AJ.
Some of Nickelodeon's Miranda Cosgrove songs.
Yep.
We'll get into that. But really ever since Avril hit the music scene in 2002, she's been inspiring lots of icons, as you were saying. That includes Hayley Williams of Paramore, Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus, Willow Smith, and even Taylor Swift.
Damn.
And there's probably more that just haven't said it in
that
interviews and stuff.
We couldn't find on Google.
But obviously, as you're saying, you can hear that influence.
There was another icon.
More than others, but still undeniably paved the way.
There was another icon that looked up to Avril.
You?
Yeah.
You're an icon to me. That's true.
Oh, thank you. When she first came out,
you were not out.
I was not out. No, I was like 8, but I was obsessed with skateboarding already. Like, I loved Tony Hawk. I loved the video games. I would watch the X Games. I would pretend to skateboard in my front yard.
That's so cute. You didn't actually go through with it.
I went to a skate park once in my life, and it was so scary. But there was one boy that, a little older boy, that helped me. I don't know what the thing is called, but not drop into a ramp, because that was I'm too afraid. But helped me go down this other thing.
Oh, so and you're a lesbian, so that did not get your heart going all of
Twitter
at all. It was
still cute.
I mean, that's so cute.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it were me,
you would have been like,
I would have been so delulu. Every Avril song at that point would have been about me and him.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, so I was obsessed with skateboarding, but then I also would wear my father's shirt and ties that he would wear to work and his shoes. And one day my mom goes, "There's this girl on TV who's stealing your look." And I was like, "What do you?" I'm like 8 at the time.
Sweet.
And then you know how the TV's on and they were incessantly playing Skater Boy and Complicated at the time. And so like eventually it came on the TV again. I was like, who the hell is this girl? So I did have a beef with Avril at first. Because I was like, I was ahead of my time.
I'm the one wearing the ties.
I didn't style it in the same way.
You had more of a corporate look. We can put the photo on social. Like you're wearing like a white button down and like loafers.
Yeah,
so
but I would have evolved, I bet though.
I think so too.
Anyway, so
back to the history of Avril.
and not Morgan.
According to the always reputable Wikipedia and some Canadian site, Avril has received a shit ton of accolades, including a Guinness World Records for the youngest female solo artist to top the UK chart.
Wow.
3 Teen Choice Awards, definitely a Kids' Choice Award too. 6 World Music Awards.
She got a lot of surfboards.
6 World Music Awards, 23 MTV Awards around the world, and 10 Juno Awards, which is
like the Canadian Grammys.
Exactly. I had to look that up. Did you already know?
Yeah.
I'm just not that tuned in.
You shouldn't have tuned in. But never won a Grammy.
Yes,
was nominated, but that's such
nominated
bullshit.
8 times, never won. Even though, was robbed there. She did earn a spot in the top 10 Billboard's Best of the 2000s chart.
Ooh.
And Girlfriend emerged as the first music video to reach 100 million views on YouTube.
Yep.
Groundbreaking. So what we're going to discuss today specifically are what we think are her 6 most influential songs. But first, let's go over the motherfucking princess's origins. Avril Ramona Lavigne was born in Ontario, Canada on September 27th, 1984, which means she's...
What town?
I don't know. I deleted that.
You said September 27th?
Yeah.
Libra.
You know this so fast. I have to Google this every time. And you told me you're not into astrology. You know all
I am
of them.
not.
Well, whatever. She's a Libra. The air signs. Born in Ontario. You said what town? I don't remember. It was small.
Well, I remember she said at the concert. And also, grew up in a small town. And when the snow would fall down. Those were the original lyrics.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was Breakaway that they gave to Kelly Clarkson. Bellevue, Ontario. Wherever the hell that is.
It's only a few thousand people, I think.
Okay, that is small.
It's very small.
So how the hell was she discovered?
So, loved singing early on. Was a middle child. Teased by both of her siblings. However, her parents, they're really religious. I guess
interesting.
So many people start out from like very religious homes.
In the church singing.
Church singing, exactly. She was 2 years old when she sang "Jesus Loves Me" on the way home from church. And her mom and dad were just like, "This girl, we gotta foster this talent."
Okay.
Yeah. Which was worth it. This is not relevant to the music, but I thought it was funny when she was 5, she was diagnosed with ADHD.
Interesting.
Which caused her problems during her school years. So I feel like that probably lended to like the punk kind of attitude, like being a delinquent, but it's just like, nah, I just am neurodivergent and like I'm not masking very well.
Oh god, yeah. Like when she would early in her career, like I think she got better.
You can see it in interviews.
Yeah, like because I was watching interviews from like the 20-year anniversary of her first album, Let Go. And like that compared to her when she was like 16, 17.
They media trained her.
Yeah,
she has the experience now.
But before it was such a, and this is why I made this comment, but like Billie Eilish stole her Riz. Because like Avril was very much
I said Billie Eilish stole black women's Riz.
Yes.
Studs Riz. And then you were like, well...
Yeah.
How many times are we going to appropriate it?
Yep.
So ADHD. Oh god, my ADHD is now triggered. I'm like, where did I leave him? All right. Anyway, all was good in spite of the ADHD because she had a special interest, and that was music. Her dad, who played the bass at church. This is where I'm like, how much money did they have? bought her a microphone, a drum kit, a keyboard, multiple guitars, and converted their basement into a studio.
Damn.
I need to look up
This
what
was
their jobs are.
before Facebook Marketplace, by the way. So
Yeah.
I mean, but
Craigslist
also
was there.
he could, if he was a bassist in the like, he could have been like, "Can we have a microphone for my daughter?"
Yeah, he hooked it up. He had the connections.
Exactly.
With
Jesus
our Lord
was on his
JC.
side.
Yeah, Jesus was on his side. And then when she was 14-year-old, her parents began to take her to karaoke sessions. That's what I said. What are karaoke sessions? Like I don't know if they mean like at a karaoke bar where people are just singing for strangers.
I think so.
But I'm like, usually people take their kids to lessons, but I guess if you can't afford that, you're like, fuck it, I'll take my kid to karaoke and maybe
well, I can afford the $10 cover.
Yeah. I mean, it must have helped. Okay. Then, I think this is also when she's 14. She performed at country fairs. Yeah, singing country songs. So Garth Brooks, The Chicks, Shania Twain, and also began writing her own songs. Her first song was called Can't Stop Thinking About You, about a teenage infatuation, which she described as cheesy cute.
Oh.
Another not relevant to the music career.
It's probably still better than anything Unidentified.
Damn. Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh, baby V.
Baby V. Defend yourself. This isn't relevant to her music per se, but I'd say her tomboy persona. She played hockey during high school.
Ah, yes.
And won MVP twice as a right winger in a boys' league.
She said, fuck sexism.
She said, I really am not like those other girls.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta talk about the pick-me vibes.
The pick-me vibes are so strong with this one. But 1999 and 2000 were big years for her career. 1999, she's around 15 years old. She wins a radio contest to perform with Shania Twain, another Canadian, before an audience of 20,000 people.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. And then during a performance with like a local community theater, she was spotted by a folk singer from the area who put her on his albums in 1999 and 2000.
We need to find these albums.
Right? So now that's like somewhat semi-professional experience then right there. And then December 1999, she was discovered by her first professional manager, Cliff Fabry, I don't know, while singing country covers at a bookstore.
Oh, interesting way to get discovered.
It's so different than now.
People I know.
Just making TikToks. And
it's
you
wild.
gotta go to the bookstores. You gotta do the mall circuits, country fairs.
The
internet's too saturated.
The talent is out there.
So this guy sent out VHS tapes of Avril's like home performances to a few industry prospects, and she was actually visited by several executives.
Oh.
Mark Jowett, co-founder of a Canadian management firm, Network, work spelled W-E-R-K.
I thought, I was like, is it spelled weird?
Yeah, received a copy of her karaoke performances recorded in her parents' basement.
Did a Japan fan write this? Because she's huge in Japan. Huge in the Asian
I forgot about
markets. So I'm like, I guess they mean studio sessions, I'm just gonna say. Of like, I think they just mean her singing cover songs.
Oh, because the karaoke performance, and they just mean cover songs.
Yeah.
Like karaoke sessions. Yeah. Like they don't mean you're saying because if it's someone from Japan, they're not like what they view. Like our karaoke sessions are not.
We're like cover song.
Yeah, because I feel like when people in Japan do karaoke, it's a lot of times it's like you rent your own room.
Yeah.
Versus like everybody's drunk.
Maybe they thought she was in a karaoke room. I
don't know. That's a good point though.
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot about her being so popular in Japan, and we'll get to that specifically in her. What is it? Under My Skin era? No.
Best
later. Best Damn Thing era. Yeah. Network has a copy of her whatever recordings from her parents' basement. And this guy, the co-founder of Network, arranges for Avril to work with producer Peter Zizzo. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay. I don't know who that is. During the summer of 2000 in New York, where she wrote the song Why, and she was noticed by Arista Records while she was there.
Arista,
like Aristocats?
Yeah, say it again.
Okay, Aristocats. You can keep that in.
Oh, you want to leave it? Okay. I was going to let you redo it.
No. Aristocats. It's okay. We can normalize messing up. Um, I don't know if these people are currently signed to there because I didn't know who they were. Clearly, I can't pronounce it. But Pink, TLC, Tony Braxton, and Whitney Houston have all been on Aristocat Records. Now,
What is Arista?
Arista?
Yeah.
Not Arista. Arista.
Well, no, you were saying Aristocat.
Oh, yeah. Aristocat. Maybe the gummy is kicking in. So, November 2000, Ken Congard, an A&R rep, invited Antonio L.A. Reid, then head of Arista Records,
yeah, just say it how you want to say it.
to Zizzo's Manhattan studio to hear her sing. She had a 15-minute audition. That was it. And in that time, he was quote-unquote so impressed that he immediately signed her with a deal worth $1.25 million. Having signed a record deal and with support from her parents, she left school to focus on her music career.
Yeah, she didn't. She dropped out of high school.
And moved, I think, into her trailer, and she was just pretty much on her own. Like,
damn.
I don't think she was with her parents, or if she was, not much longer. Like, it's not like other people like whose parents are with them, like as their managers. Like, she was just like,
yeah, they didn't know what they were doing. They just managed her Jesus thing. Christ.
Exactly. Now she has a band, right, which were mostly members of Closet Monster, I guess. I don't know what that is. Some sort of band, assuming from Canada, who the network chose because they wanted young performers who were up and coming. Oh, from the Canadian punk rock scene. I should have kept reading that Wikipedia blurb that I pasted in there. But yeah, the idea is to like build on that identity that she's so well known for. And all of this led to her legendary debut album, Let Go, which was released on June 4th, 2002.
Yes, and not to be mistaken with the song Let Go by Vanessa Hudgens.
Let go. Oh my god! I had to think about it. I was like, what song is this? How could I forget the Let Go thing? You have to remember how groundbreaking her music and persona was in 2002. And not only is there Pink, the singer, right now, if we're going into cultural context, there's Pink, the Victoria's Secret brand, which launched in 2002.
Wow.
And I if you can visualize that, I feel like that gives you kind of an idea of where we are culturally at this point.
Yeah, still mall culture, which
mall culture is huge, which again we'll get into that. Avril's 17, going on 18. I'm barely 9 years old at this point. And
I'm 8.
I didn't realize how young I was originally because I feel like this is just ingrained into my soul.
It's like one of my first early memories.
I think that's what it is, and I think that's why I was like, oh, I guess I was young.
She was young too.
Exactly, 17 going on 18. So we've got Victoria's Secret Pink, with like the tracksuits, low-rise jeans, and fat shaming are both super in.
The Iraq War is in.
Or
excuse me, Afghanistan at that time.
Okay. You're much well versed in politics from when we were 8, and world affairs. Being gay is still controversial at this point.
This is post 9/11. Like, this is only 2002.
Oh my god!
So, and this album
is
came
a
out
year.
in June, so it's not even been a year. So this is like,
holy shit! Everything's different when you put it in perspective. 9/11. But yeah, Rosie O'Donnell comes out.
Wow.
And Ellen DeGeneres already had like years back, but Rosie O'Donnell was like apparently thought it was a risky move, and I remember this being a thing.
I do.
And back again to music and culture combining, or music and like TV and movie culture combining. We've got the Osbournes on TV.
Yeah,
Sharon.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. And Britney Spears is huge right now, going through the breakup with the JT. And she's in the movie Crossroads.
Wow.
So yeah.
A lot going on.
Yep.
What a time. 2002. Yeah.
And I don't need to go back.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to go back to 2002.
Right.
I feel like it was overall, like, it was a great time. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Oh, for me, it was the best of times.
Really? I just, like, was so sad. I just feel like this is where my, like, probably body dysmorphia stuff started is this time.
Oh,
This is like, I think the age when I'm noticing like,
damn.
oh yeah, like all that, because again, top female artists of this time of
Mhm.
2001, 2002, and think about what they look like
Yep.
and how they're marketed.
Twigs.
Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Ashanti, J-Lo, Mariah Carey, Shakira,
Mhm.
Pink, Nelly Furtado, Beyonce and Destiny's Child,
Mhm.
and then Michelle Branch. I'd say Michelle Branch and Pink were the closest thing to Avril. Like if you blended them,
Ooh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's
Not Pink on
interesting.
her own,
That's
and not
interesting.
Michelle Branch on her own, but blending
That's
them.
interesting. So I don't know, I hope you get into this, that when they were recording Avril's first album, they were really struggling to find a sound, and like somebody at the record label wanted to make her sound like Faith Hill, and Avril was like, so it's interesting you said the Michelle Branch thing. This kiss.
Yeah, I'm like, I get that she sang country songs, but like even the chicks would
It's not
be
pop.
even the chicks
Punk.
would, right? Even the chicks would be more her vibe country wise, because the chicks
Mhm.
are known for like, I'm not
Oh,
ready to make nice. Although I guess that didn't happen yet.
it's
Maybe it did.
not.
Maybe this was the year, because you think about the whole George Bush thing, post 9/11.
Mm.
He said, um, oh yeah, Avril. Oh, I'm sorry, American Idol premiered. 'Cause yeah. So this is
Casey.
Yeah, and soon the radio will be blessed with Kelly Clarkson. And
Yep.
as you said, fun fact, Avril wrote her song Breakaway.
Yeah, so Let Go is the debut studio album by Canadian singer-songwriter Avril Lavigne, released on June 4th, 2002. Critics have described Let Go as an alternative rock album with a pop punk and post-grunge oriented sound. The album is considered to have transformed the pop punk music scene, in integrating the genre to the mainstream and contributing to the rise of female-fronted pop punk music acts. The album has sold over 16 million copies worldwide, making it Lavigne's highest-selling album to date and the best-selling album of the 21st century by a Canadian artist.
Yeah.
And the thing
Ironically,
is that
this was the best damn thing.
yeah. And the thing is that record will never get broken now because of streaming and how people
Oh,
consume music. So it's like, damn girl, you're gonna die holding this record.
that's really cool. I never
Or
thought
did
about
you
that.
die? Which is it?
Melissa.
Melissa. And even the Rolling Stone readers named Let Go the fourth best album of the 2000s. I wonder what they named 1 through 3. We'll never know.
Google doesn't exist.
No.
We can't access that information.
The album was credited as the biggest pop debut in 2002. So the big name producers for this album was The Matrix. And at the time, they were relatively unknown when they started working with Avril, and it was probably 2000, 2001. But now The Matrix is very familiar. They later went on to produce for Hilary Duff's Metamorphosis.
I was gonna say, why do I know these names?
They produced on Ashley Tisdale's Headstrong album. And they also worked with the Cheetah Girls and I think Miranda Cosgrove.
Okay, so they've had some hits and some misses.
But yes, I would say
the hits were a glitch in the Matrix.
based on what I was reading, it seems like they really got their start with Avril. And so,
oh, that's also interesting.
like I mentioned, somebody at the record label was trying to fit Avril into this Faith Hill thing or whatever. And in walks The Matrix. It's, again, like I said, they aren't well known at this point. They sit down with Avril, they listen to the songs, and they're like, yeah, this sounds like a Faith Hill vibe, and that's, like I said, that's what the record executive wanted to push. And they could kind of get a sense in talking with Avril that she was not happy with how the album was going, and it had been like 2 years at this point of Avril just recording songs, and the label was getting ready to be like, girl, we're gonna drop you, get your shit together. So Avril talks to The Matrix, says, let me play you this song. She plays it. It sounds like something from a System of a Down. They're like, okay, we got it. So they come back the next day, and they play her a song which eventually would evolve into Complicated. And that was when they played it for Avril. She loved it. Played it for the executive, and they said, that's the sound. Go forward with it. And so, also, fun fact, the album was originally titled Anything But Ordinary.
Which is the name of one of the songs, right?
Yes, after the track of the same name that The Matrix produced. But then Lavigne asked L.A. Reid if the album could be called Let Go instead, which is the title of an unreleased demo featured on Lavigne's 2001 B-sides.
Oh.
Yeah. A few things from the critics. Rolling Stone said, the album comes fully loaded with another dozen infectious hymns of total request angst. Even said Lavigne had a great voice, and she crafted the album with a qualified staff of hitmakers. AllMusic said that Lavigne handles a variety of styles deftly, while also complimenting her as a capable songwriter with vocal chops.
There was nothing negative, really?
Um,
It was largely positive, right?
yeah. But then, largely positive. Some reviewers, though, felt that the quality of the lyrics were a little immature, that there was still some growing up to do, which, like,
I mean, yeah, she's 17.
Yeah, and I think, I was reading through especially the lyrics on Let Go, and it is very simple, but I think that's what makes it so good.
Yeah.
Like, it's so simple.
I don't think juvenile necessarily has to always be a bad thing.
No. So, can we talk about the album cover?
Yes.
So, remember when I had showed you this album cover a few months ago and I said, I bet the story behind this photo is like, she's so, only cares about making the music, like, doesn't really care about her image, is like, fuck this shit, the label's telling me to do this. She's like, you know what? Take me outside of the studio right now. Let's take this photo. Like, get it over with. Like, even the look is just like, I'm so over it.
If you don't remember it, the album cover was taken in New York City at the intersection of Broadway and Canal Street.
Yes.
And so, do you know, is that outside of the studio? Is Broad and Canal near the studio?
Well, so first off, I just want to say that 20 years later, she went and recreated the photo.
Oh, for the 20th anniversary.
Yeah,
that's so cute. And
so during an interview for the album's 20th anniversary, she shared this. The album cover was one of my first photo shoots. We were originally shooting inside, but my gut told me to walk outside and explore what the city had to offer. At the time, Lavigne says, she had recently moved to New York and loved exploring her new neighborhood. So she knew there would be a lot of things to play with on the street in order to get the perfect backdrop for her album. This is what I also love. So she said she was living out of her suitcase and that everything she wore on the cover was like her existing wardrobe.
Really?
Yeah. So she said the black sweater was a gift from a co-writer. The shoes were just some skate shoes that she wore in high school and like brought them to New York when she left to make the album. The shirt, belt, and pants all were pieces that she'd thrown together that morning. And then she added that the final look was a true representation of her style at the time, which was just her wanting to be comfortable and feel like herself. So then, lastly, as far as the actual photo shoot, she says, we really didn't have a plan for where we were going to shoot that day. The spot on Canal Street just felt right. I didn't have much time to take the picture because we were shooting on an active street with people going about their everyday lives. This is amazing because this is a MySpace photo before MySpace.
Ooh.
And then she said,
blur?
Yeah. And then she said, I just struck a pose that felt comfortable to me. I just struck a pose that felt comfortable to me in that moment. And then she says that they all saw that one photo, knew it was the one. And yeah. So it doesn't seem like she was in the studio. They were in a photo studio, but it was her idea to go take to the streets. And it's like, I can't picture
any other cover.
I can't picture her in a studio with like, a Vanessa Hudgens Say Okay type album cover.
Yeah.
Like this is Avril. It's perfect.
Authenticity is like her
brand.
Her brand, yeah.
Yeah. So, shall we talk about the debut single from Avril Lavigne, Complicated, produced by The Matrix? So, real quick, Lavigne said about the song, people sometimes bother me how they're not real and how they're just like putting on a face and being two-faced. And Lavigne also stated she experienced this with both boyfriends and female friends. Pick me, girl. All right, so Complicated got high praise from music critics, and it peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. This girl, small town girl, peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was at number 1 on the adult top 40 chart for 16 weeks.
Damn.
And it broke a record previously held by Torn.
Oh, Torn?
Yeah.
Wait, that's 4 months, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, that's what I'm
That's
like,
insane.
Complicated was everywhere. So, positive reviews. People thought it was catchy. They loved the guitar riffs and the emotion. Others said it was an uncreative commercial product. Sometimes even comparing it to the music of Alanis Morissette and Pink, with lyrics that lacked depth. Well, yeah, she's 17.
And being compared to Pink and especially Alanis Morissette, like, that's a compliment at this point. I don't.
Entertainment Weekly gave the song a B-.
What?
And said, Avril Lavigne's not kidding about that title. She's the epitome of the blossoming anti-Britney movement. Here we go. Same
Girl
crap,
manufactured bullshit dealing with the industry. Real quick, I want to speak on that.
Yep.
Because a lot of people called her anti-Britney. And I think there was maybe an interview where she said Britney looked like a showgirl or whatever. But they just kind of like, which she did. They dressed her up to look like an entertainer. Like, that was just her look. And so I don't think she was actually a hater in any way.
No, she was just being authentic.
She was just being authentic. And then they just read, oh, you're the antithesis, like, you're anti-Britney. And she, what was her quote? Hang on, let me find it. Because she was pissed. She, like, hated the comparison. She said in an interview in 2003 with NBC, she's a human being. God, leave her alone.
That's Avril.
Yeah. And then she, what else? She said, I'm not made up and I'm not being told what to say and how to act, so they have to call me the anti-Britney, which I'm not. I think that's very rude and very mean. I think it's a dumb game. It's just the media putting up those labels. Yep.
Critics also said about Complicated, it was a gem of a pop rock tune with a killer chorus. And yeah, people loved it. People loved it.
At this point, I'm like, I just care about the nostalgia behind these songs. Fuck posers.
Yeah, I mean, so let's get into the actual song. Take off all your preppy clothes. As a kid, did you think she said crappy?
No, and I heard that people also thought she said trendy. I knew it was preppy.
I thought it was crappy, and I was like, crappy
no,
as an 8-year-old.
Right? I think what's so interesting about it being preppy, and I picked up on this, is because that's like a clique, right? It's like going like a skater clique, the outcast kind of emo clique, versus like the popular kids who are wearing what preppy clothes. I think of like Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle.
See, but I didn't know about them in 2002. I was wearing like Vans and Old Navy clothes. So I think that's why I was like,
we're so much Old Navy.
Bargain. You could get a bargain at Old Navy.
That's the lower middle class go-to store. You said crappy. And that got me thinking about, why'd you have to go and make me so constipated?
Oh.
I remember singing that, like, probably with Devin, my brother, in the car, and thinking the shit was so funny. And not realizing that Weird Al Yankovic actually did a parody of this, but I had never seen it.
You were like, Devin is so brilliant.
Yeah, I was like, not just him, the both of us. I was like, we are fucking hilarious.
Oh, you helped write it?
Probably. I don't know who wrote it.
All right,
me and him I just remember singing it.
Okay.
And being like, this is so funny.
Oh, Weird Al.
So I don't know if we heard it and thought that we made it up, even though we definitely watched it and got it from Weird Al, or if it's just a coincidence. I mean, or third option, Weird Al stole it from us.
that Canadian Weird Al.
Do you have any feelings behind the song, like any nostalgia? Because I do.
I just remember,
like lyrically, what was going on in your life.
So I'm so young. and gay, so I didn't really have crushes. But I just remember hearing this incessantly in the mall. So, like, when I hear, and I don't know if it's also because of the music video, which we'll get to, but every time I hear it, I'm like, I'm shopping in the mall, I can smell the food court. How about for you?
For me, I did have crushes, and I had a lot of complicated dynamics with the
at the prime age of 9.
at the primate. No, for real, because this is the age, I'm pretty sure, when those family of 3 boys moved in with my family.
That's complicated.
That's complicated. And so there was the one who was my brother's age, who actually shared his name too, which is funny. They called him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And then
Boo. There can only be one in this
there
house.
could only be one. That's why I forgot they would call my brother Demo sometimes. For Devin and Montez.
Did that involve to Deber?
To Deber. No, Deber came way. I don't know where we got Deber from.
I love Demo. That's cute.
Yeah. And then there was the boy who was my age in my grade, and then the boy who was a year older. And those 2 brothers were like
the
blood
smelly smells
axe?
in that house.
Oh my god, I remember their mom used to make them leave the apartment to put their axe
spray.
on. Hilarious. But so at that point, I didn't feel the pull of like puberty as much. But you got to think, this song was playing. I mean, it still plays sometimes, but this song was playing
and
all the
mostly
time.
in the supermarket.
Yeah, playing all the time for years. So this would have been playing, and
it was definitely on a now this. That's what I call music.
Yes. And so this would have been playing, and in my head, stirring up all these angsty feelings when that boy, the one who was in my grade, was trying to be popular, and he would like. He definitely was someone who wanted to be popular, but he was just like an outcast little weirdo too. Yeah, he was a tryhard, but he's the same one who sold me out for your Yu-Gi-Oh card and 3-way phone call attacked me, and I admitted about my crush.
The kids these days don't know about the 3-way phone call because now it shows you who's on the line.
It. Oh, sneaky. Yeah, I cried a lot. And I'm pretty sure that's when he was living with me too, because I think I left a voicemail on his phone. I was just like, I can't see you. And I was like, because we'd play all the time. And I was like, I don't want to fucking see you.
Y'all lived on top of him, and you left a voicemail.
He was like one of my best friends. We literally lived in the same house.
I know, I just think it's funny. You lived and you left a voicemail. Like, that's so petty.
Left a voice. You know what was petty? Him 3-way phone call attacking me. I forget. I have something.
I didn't say it wasn't justified. I'm just saying it's petty.
Yeah, me a broken-hearted 5th grader.
Want to talk about the music video?
Of course.
This, oh my god.
Are we gonna live react?
Yeah,
I didn't. I remember this
nostalgia.
I remember this one well.
Yeah. So the video was directed by the Malloys. Apparently, they worked a lot with Avril through her career. Starts with Lavigne asking her bandmates if they want to crash the mall.
That's another thing kids these days don't know. Being a menace at the mall was so much more fun before like internet clout and going viral became a thing, because you were trolling just for funsies and because you were bored.
Yep.
You weren't filming everything because fuck filming all that
yes,
stuff. Fuck
that's
filming
so true. Well, they did
it.
film it in this music video.
Yes, but fuck filming strangers. And I mean, what they go way too far in this. But like, yes, did you go crash the mall ever?
Not at 8 years old.
I don't know about 8 years old. I think maybe when I was a preteen, though, for my birthday, we went to the mall, me and my friend Amanda, and I just remember the security guard yelled at us because we went up the down escalator.
So bad.
And I
was
always
they probably do that in this music video.
They might. And I could have been walking around doing stupid shit in the mall because of this music video.
Yeah, so this music video is just iconic. So they're going around the mall harassing shoppers, causing havoc.
Wait, but I don't think you mentioned that she roll up on her skateboard to say let's crash the mall?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like that's important to the lore. Like,
you know, this crashing the mall is interspersed with scenes of her singing in the skate park. I thought that was so cool as a kid. And this was filmed in Eagle Rock Plaza in LA in just 2 days. During the shooting, the mall remained open because no one knew who the hell she was at the time.
That would be such a cool 2 truths or a lie if that was one of your facts. Like, I saw Avril filming the
Yeah, before we even knew who she was. All right, let's watch this music video.
What do you guys want to do today?
Okay, I rewind it back
Not
and
the
let's
what's
look
up,
at the.
boys.
Oh my god, her Canadian accent is so strong, especially in her interviews. Okay, pause. We need to look at the outfit.
She has a bag that's slung over her
Like
shoulder.
the canvas,
has a
messenger
skull
bags,
on
a
it.
skull. She has layered, studded bracelets,
Yes.
and or is it's like a black and white striped sweatband.
Like she's got cut off.
It's like
capris?
Dickies.
I don't know.
They're like probably Dickies.
Yeah, but they're like
the
cut
Dickies
off
cargo shorts,
mid calf, or maybe not even mid calf.
That's not mid calf.
Yeah,
like
it's like a few inches
floods,
above the
floods.
Yep.
Above wearing the striped like
white
tube socks.
got the skate shoes. Yeah, there's
black tank. And then of
course she's got. Hold on, she has like a red plaid tie, loosely tied around her neck. I want to ask Avril, who tied your knots? You? All right, so she asks, "What's up, guys?" And
you better catch the moth.
Life's like this.
Oh, free samples, taking all the free samples. Like that, and then
and then they threw it at the employee.
And then they beat up the employee in the hot dog costume. Like this is
Avril Lavigne's so mean to service workers.
Don't treat service workers like that.
Oh, the La La Las are so iconic. Aw.
One note.
Oh wait, and now so when she's performing at the skate park, she has a white
different
tee.
outfit.
Yep, she's got the sleeve, the black and white striped sleeve
on one
on her left arm. She's got the white tank now with like 2 stars and
a black skinny tie.
Yeah.
Oh, you can really see the raccoon eye look there.
Oh wait, I totally forgot she did that because it's like the camping equipment.
And so she pulls down.
She's pretending to like poop. In the toilet.
But yeah, the raccoon eyeliner look, that was also her idea.
Yes, it was. I was reading that.
Yeah, she told the makeup artist, "No, keep going,
wait, is
keep
this
going."
Like a school tie? It looked like it had a school logo, or is that a cross? But stop!
It's a stop sign. It's like a patch of a stop sign
on her tie. Funny.
Such a good look.
Oh, and she has the chain wallet thing.
Oh, like the bike chain wallet.
Yeah.
The problematic chain waving, throwing up fake gang signs. Not the stunt double!
Stop!
Who's the stunt? Is that Melissa?
I totally forgot
the stunt double? Okay, so they're in like a Dick's Sporting Goods, and there's a trampoline in front of a basketball hoop, and she jumps on and does a fucking somersault in the air and dunks.
Oh, I love when they mouth some of the words.
Take off all your preppy clothes, and while they're coming out of the dressing room wearing the Argyle.
Oh, stop!
Not
the jumping out of the clothes rack.
Are they going up? Yeah, they're going up.
They're going up the down.
You know what?
Escalator.
I bet me and my friend fucking did it because of this music video.
That's funny.
Even if it was subconscious, it was thanks to Avril.
It was implanted in your brain.
I was like, this is like a funny thing to do.
This little pick me song.
It's so pick me.
She looks so young. Like, Jesus Christ. So that was complicated. Then we get Skater Boy. It's the second single from Let Go, written by Lavigne and The Matrix. Again, it's more power pop and pop punk elements, where lyrically she's telling a story about her rocker boyfriend and a girl he knew in high school who rejected him because he was a skateboarder and she did ballet. I wonder if she would have been on Dance Moms.
But this narrative also of like a girl getting knocked up young and then not being able to pursue her dreams makes more sense when you think about her being a townie coming from like Ontario, Canada with a few thousand people.
Damn, yeah. But this is a pick me song.
It is absolutely a pick me song.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? And I love the storytelling in this, and reminds me of Taylor Swift's early songwriting. So like you can see that influence.
How Taylor Swift took that, where like each verse kind of builds on the story.
Yes. Yep. So I've commented on this before when songwriters flip the last chorus, so it's, rather than he was a skater boy, it's I'm with the skater boy. I said, see you later, boy. I'll be backstage after this show. I'll be at the studio singing the song we wrote about a girl you used to know. Like, I love when they flip it. Ugh.
It's one of my favorite techniques.
Yes, and the song was well received, calling it clever and funny, particularly when we get to the twist of the story. And it was nominated for a Grammy, but did not win. It was a commercial success, reached the top 10 in more than 10 countries. It was her second top 10 single on the Billboard Hot 100, and it was rated as the 5th best pop punk chorus of the 21st century. I love her phrasing of things, and I'm sure there's a word for this, but the way in which she says things. So, like,
Her
he was,
intonation.
yeah, he was a boy, she was a girl, and she's like, can I make it any more? Like, just how she delivers that.
It's theater kid.
Yeah,
It's theater.
like,
it's kind of theater kid energy.
yeah, like the can I make it any more? Like the way she delivers it, and I
You're
also just love
delivering
the
it,
line.
It's acting.
Yeah, and I love the line of like she knows like how basic this song premise is, so she's kind of leaning into
self-aware,
it.
Yeah. And again, need a synonym for iconic because so many things are iconic with Avril Lavigne. As we saw in the Complicated music video, Avril Lavigne can actually skate. She was aware that she wasn't terrific or whatever, but she had in her hometown been in the skater clique. So she was not a poser like I was. Again, the time with my brother and then the boys who live with us, they would skateboard. And so sometimes I would go with them to the skate park and just fucking sit there and watch like a goddamn loser creep.
Avril Lavigne said of the song, it's super special to me. I wrote it about my high school experience, different groups, cliques and stuff, obsessed with the skater boys. And even apparently people in her life have brought up that they should make Skater Boy into a film. And so in an interview in 2022, she said that they're actually producing this. She has a director
like
and
the
a
plot,
writer.
like the plot of the song?
Yeah. And so she wants to go forward with it. I don't know where it stands now, but
I'm gonna write fan fiction of this, but make it 2 women.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be like Betty meets Skater Boy.
Well, isn't boy spelt BOI?
Yes.
And isn't boy usually used for like trans men or
Is it?
trans masks?
Is it?
I think so. Like like in queer culture.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure they're just trying to be cute, but I do just want to say there was a comment on the music video. Skater boy rocking up MTV, and someone said that's what dates this song the most, not the clothes, not the music style, which I don't think the style's that dated, but the fact that MTV actually used to play music.
Yeah.
All right, so the music video, it features a concert on the city street, Avril singing on the hood of a car.
Oh, I remember
crowd walk
her being on the hood of the car.
Crowd rocking around her. It was a smash on TRL. It was voted one of the best music videos of the decade. Yep. So the impromptu concert was actually filmed at 7th Street and South Spring Street in LA. And yeah, here we go. People are promoting the concert with there's an email
7th Spring at noon. Okay, so they're
from Avril.
Okay,
so they're promoting where the concert is going to be. The impromptu concert, though it seems like she only sang one song because then the cops came. And this is a Motorola Time Port phone.
Wait, do you think it's... Oh, that's got to be product placement, right? That's got to be intentional.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. Wow.
The little buttons,
phones used to be really ugly.
The little buttons look like my birth control pills.
and the way it even
folds up, I was like, this looks like my birth control. Oh, the tie again.
This outfit I think is more iconic than complicated.
Yes.
So we got the black and white striped socks that probably go all the way up to her fucking knees. We got the studded bracelets. Like, how many is she wearing? Like 17? Like, Jesus Christ. We have the red and blue striped tie. Very prep school look, which is kind of ironic because she's calling out preppy clothes and then she has this prep school tie.
But I think that's what's interesting about it is it's like,
It's
oh,
subversive.
yeah, no, for real. This is her way of being subversive.
This is
of
punk.
This is punk. We're gonna rock out. Oh, we have to talk about that interview.
Oh, and you can't forget the
backwards trucker hat.
Yes,
I was gonna say, and then the striped black and white socks and Converses. So this outfit, I would have worn not with the tie, but I could have owned something similar. I had a few studded bracelets. I had
this would be a great
belts.
Halloween outfit.
This would be.
That would be actually fun, like an early 2000s theme. Tell Kayla,
our friend Kayla. Come on, she does the Halloween parties for us, and by Halloween parties we mean like it's the same 5 people, and like we get high and eat candy. But I had trucker hats. I had I had the graphic tees probably from Old Navy, Delia's if I was fancy. Oh, the guitar slams, the air guitar slams. Oh yes, I remember. And then the drum kit or the drum set. And the speakers on top of the car.
Oh, crashed another guitar through a windshield of a car.
Oh no, it's the police.
Yep, coming to get her. What a iconic ending. Her hair flying.
The tie
flying.
billowing.
What a vibe.
So this interview would have been from her hilarious interview would have been around from this time.
Okay.
But I don't walk around calling myself punk. It's more punk to tell people you're not punk than to sit there and say that you are punk. And whatever. If you want to know what I think that I am, I think that I'm just a rock chick. And I like to rock out. I like to throw shit around. I like to go nuts. I like to lose myself on stage. I like to scream. I like to holler. I like to break things. I like to yell. I like to get my anger out.
Everyone has their own opinion. She looks so over it in this interview too.
Then we get I'm With You. And just real quick, the thing that irks me about this title is that the W in with is lowercase when it should be uppercase because the title is less than 3 words. Anyway.
Wait, it should be what?
They lowercased the W in with.
Oh,
in I'm With You.
That looks weird.
When it should be capitalized because the title is less than 3 words. Anyway, I'm With You. It's the 3rd single released from Avril's debut album.
This is probably my favorite Avril song, along with Complicated.
It's so good. It was produced and written with The Matrix. She said it was inspired by her feelings of loneliness she experienced over being single. Got really great reviews from critics. They called it beautifully performed, musically sophisticated. Showcases her emotional vocals. The song reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it making it her 3rd straight top 10 hit. Just it's
the
so
violin and the shaker.
Just the beginning is so good. Let's take a listen. It's so beautiful. Like that it aged so well. I think it's one of her best songs ever. It was more mature compared to the first 2 singles. And I was in my car, and sometimes I randomly put my music on, like, shuffle my whole library. And this song came on, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot how fucking good it is.
Amazing. Lyrically, you're saying more mature, but perfect for the age I was when it came out, and then also the few years after when it was being continuously played. I don't know who you are, but I'm with you. 'Cause nothing's going right and everything's a mess and no one likes to be alone. What? I thought you'd be here by now. So again, like, not thought you'd be here by now. Not me at the old age of 9 years.
Yes.
Wondering why haven't I found love yet?
Yes. So that's funny you say that because on YouTube someone said, I just remember my mom driving me somewhere and I'm just 6 years old listening to this song, looking out the window, looking at trees and thinking about life. Someone else said, when I was a teenager and struggling with severe depression, hearing this song felt like only Avril understood me. Others said forever a masterpiece. Now we know the feeling when our parents were listening to old songs. And apparently I'm With You was used in this past summer's film Deadpool and Wolverine.
What?
Apparently
Maybe we need to see it.
Apparently they were in it was a scene when they were in the car and it started playing on the radio.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I think they were supposed to make out in that movie too, and it got cut.
Well,
it could have been to that song.
It could have been.
Speaking of being Delulu to this song, cute moment with Morgan and I when we were at the concert and Avril played "I'm With You."
Mm-hmm. As a part of her encore.
Oh, best.
It
encore.
Was so.
Best.
I love that. Just it's hard to sing vocally like on the chorus, but you just want to belt it out even when you can't sing. It's that
damn cold night.
Oh, so good.
And so yeah, we're all singing it, and I'm smiling. I look over at Morgan; they're smiling. We're enjoying it. I'm like, wow. When I was probably in my mom's backyard, back when she was still babysitting me, you know, being like kind of sad and emotional kid, and an angsty tween, really, which is sometimes even more angsty than the actual teen years. I feel like, just longing for someone that you don't know who they are. And I'm just like, oh.
Well, she says, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I don't know who you are, but I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking, okay, then that means there's somebody's out there for me. Mm-hmm. And thinking, oh, and there might be someone out there who's thinking the exact same thing. And like, but Morgan and I were growing up at the same time.
Yeah,
both
thinking the exact same thing.
Thinking the exact same thing without knowing. Like, oh, it's you.
Yep.
And I just be like, oh, I am with you.
Yeah.
And it made me so happy. We have to go to 221 of the song.
Well, because that was where Rihanna sampled it
yes!
from the song Cheers, Drink to That.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently she was featured in that music video.
What?
Yeah.
It's the song Cheers, Drink to That by Rihanna. Yeah.
We love a yeah from a Canadian singer.
Yeah. Music video time.
All right, people are jumping up and down in slow-mo.
Oh, they're in like a basement show?
Yeah.
I'm listening, but there's no sound, and like you can see she's at this show, and the music is clearly not something she's hearing. She's zoned out. Nothing like dissociating at a party.
Yeah, so as Avril is walking through the town, her bandmates are like in random spots playing their instruments, as if they're like on the street just playing the music. She come out of a men's room? Wait.
Yeah, I think she did come out of the men's room.
Okay, good for her.
Yeah, I've done the same. Yeah, fuck gender. The line's too long for the women. I'm going in the men's.
Oh, some guy tried to make a move, and she said, "Fuck." She got the studded belt. She said, "Fuck you."
Pushed him off.
And she's got like a metal skull necklace. So as she's walking through in that part, she's still in slow-mo, but she's mouthing the words along with it. So typically, what they do is they take the track and they speed it up 2 times. So then she's really like, it's a damn cold night. So when she's mouthing it, it looks like she's singing it in time, but then all of the movement is in slow-mo.
Oh.
Yeah, so
tricks of the trade.
Yeah. They also did it here when she's walking on the bridge. So really, the whole song was just like, I don't know who you are, but I'm with you. But like, thankfully, it's a slow song, so it's easier to do. We see how everything is slow-mo, but she's singing in time with the song. See?
Yeah. Why is everything so confusing? Maybe I'm just out of my mind. Oh my god! To be a tween and then growing into a young teen, hearing this?
Oh, and then this breakdown. Also, I love the empty cups. Like, come on, there's usually something,
some sort of
something
liquid.
in
Come
the
on,
cup.
prop master. It's a damn cold night. Yeah, you're fucking wearing cut off bickies. You got like 7 inches of calf exposed.
She's from Canada. She's used to it.
You just sound like an old smoker, like my Aunt Pegasus.
Oh, this part.
I'm with you. Exactly. You don't need to know how to sing. It's time to belt it.
All right, she's fucking leaving. She said, "Fuck this party."
Oh, she got a parka though.
I love that's parka over the tank top.
Yeah, right. But I mean, that's a smart move. I would do that in college, going to parties and basement shows, because you get hot when you're down there.
She kicked the door open.
But all that body heat, you need a tank top and
true.
Basement like
That's
that.
true.
Oh, she came downstairs. I guess it wasn't a basement. It had basement vibes.
It does.
I feel like the thing I remember most from this video is just her walking in slow motion like this.
Yes.
With the glistening roads.
Yes, but now you know the tricks of the trade and,
I do.
and how they did that.
So that was Let Go, hell of a debut album from a girl from a small town. So he had some angsty songs, but mostly upbeat, joyful, even, if you will. In our second episode, this is going to be a 2-part episode, we're going to get into a few other phases of Avril Lavigne. So stay tuned for next week's episode, part 2 on icon Avril Lavigne.